Good morning and welcome to episode 1433 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Everything you need to know in 40 minutes or less. But if you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Today, Pat's got reasons you never want to give a stranger a discount.
Not in this America.
Yeah. Anywhere, really, right? I mean, you got to be on your toes. You got to be careful about doing business with
No, specifically in our country of America.
No. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
USA.
Okay.
I don't think this is happening anywhere else.
All right, watch out, Americans. You're gonna find out why. Mark's got
More
one.
like USD.
Right.
Yeah. Is it the Fed, Pat? Did the Fed do it?
What's that?
Just the reason why we're the only country.
Oh no, what's the Fed?
The Fed
Oh, right.
Federal Reserve. Anyways, Mark's got one about an international torture ring to tell us about.
Yeah, this is happening in several countries.
Hey, Will, what's the Fed?
Yeah.
Federal Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
Like the bank over all the other banks. Biggest bank.
But what do they do?
Yeah,
No, let's whatever. I have an international torture. I have an international torture ring. It's bad. It's gonna be bad.
Ugh, torture.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's straightforward. Just that's tough.
Yeah.
Torture internationally.
Yeah.
A ring.
Yeah.
Many people being tortured. Wes has 2 elephant tails for us today. Not like tales of an elephant, but tales about elephants.
Correct. It's all about elephants today.
Yeah.
So get ready. Put your elephant hats on.
Can you guys make a good elephant noise? I can't, as you just heard.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What was your favorite elephant? Animated elephant. I was a big Babar guy. I like Babar. No, anyone?
Yeah, Babar. I like
Babar's
Babar.
cool. Yeah.
But
I got
a guy called him Babar.
Yeah, it's tomato. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I went to Africa. I was lucky enough to go to Africa on a safari. I got to see an elephant, and I was like, "Wow, this is cool." And then I went to LSU, and then now I have a thing against elephants because of Alabama. So
You certainly forgot how to make their noises that you saw.
yeah, Alabama ruined me on elephants.
Yeah.
Well,
Blame
were
them.
there any other tight animated elephants?
Well,
There's
Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo.
Babar and Dumbo.
So which of the two was your favorite?
Right. I was just saying I'm a Babar guy over Dumbo.
I mean, I'm not a Babar guy.
And wasn't there didn't they drop an elephant in another Disney movie?
Dumbo
And
drop.
Bar?
No,
Yeah, in Fantasyland or whatever. Fantasia. Yeah.
There's an elephant.
Yeah.
Mark's out there
That doesn't-
telling people he's a Babar guy.
Oh, big time Babar.
And there's
guy.
dancing elephants and aren't there pink dancing elephants in like Alice in
Also
Wonderland or
Fantasia.
something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Fantasia.
Mhm.
I'm gonna Google. You guys keep going. I'm gonna Google animated elephants.
Which elephants are on the table to choose? I guess I'd start there.
The magician's
so.
elephant.
It has to be animated.
Horton Hears a Who's an elephant.
That's true.
There's an elephant in Sing. Jumbo, which is just a ripoff of Dumbo. Babar. Dumbo. Those are pretty much your options.
Limited.
Babar.
Yeah.
The woolly mammoth from Ice Age is pretty cool.
Not an elephant.
Not really
Yeah.
part of our time. Should we just jump right into that?
I like the
news?
elephants in the Jungle Book. The
Oh,
family, you know.
That is the elephant, Will. That's the
Yeah.
elephant. There you go. I'm glad we did that exercise and felt it out.
Yes.
Because
And,
Mark was tossing Babar out. Mark was actively
Why are you hating on
Reppin'.
Babar?
Babar.
I'm
don't know,
Jungle
bro.
Book over that. I got it, latest in immigration news, Pat, to wrap it up. And go ahead.
Hell yeah. Because Babar was like, you know, when you had to stay home from fucking school and you had to watch Nick Jr. and like all these shows you didn't want to watch, but it was the only thing fucking on when you were staying.
Wasn't Babar a whiny little bitch too?
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying. He's a Babar
like-
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like a. He
I just
seemed
like
a
the show. I don't really remember much about it besides it being awesome.
He was like
Babar-
fancy and shit.
Yeah, he's
Babar
real
was a
fancy.
fancy ass elephant. If you
Are
were
you
gonna
saying-
have like,
You're saying the elephants and Dumbo, he's not a little whiny little bitch. The elephants are always whiny little bitches.
He's
in
a
these animal
child,
things.
Mark.
They're not like lions. They're elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Babar wore a suit though.
Yeah, you wore
That's
both.
true. Let's get a picture of Babar up, Eric. Guys, in Toledo, Ohio. I think I'm going first, right? I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
In
up.
Toledo, Ohio, it's an absolutely insane fucking place. It used to be called the Glass City because they used to make glass there. Now, the only glass they're making is crystal meth, because that's a depressed town. You Google worst skylines in America, Toledo, almost always going to be numero uno.
Hey,
just
Pat,
a real-
on the bright side, don't have to change the nickname of the town though, because
True.
Because Glass City. I don't know if they're I don't know if they're doing meth there. I do know they're doing meth there. I used
More
to
like
manage a band.
Toledo.
I used to manage a band that was like from Toledo, like that's where their family grew up. So like we'd always make this weird. No one tours to Toledo, but we'd always go to make a stop in Toledo.
gotta
And they were the
be.
Kings of Toledo.
Or like Tweeko.
Yeah, there was always like 2 or 3 gals who were like trying to get in the van and go to the next stop, and it's not because they loved the band; it's because they wanted out of Toledo.
Yeah, and they were up all night, so may as well try.
That's true. Anyway, Burger King, big Toledo restaurant. Burger Kings are huge in Toledo, and this is why, guys. This is why we need gun control. So there's a 38-year-old man, okay, and he's working at a Burger King on Vine Street, 9 a.m. Sunday morning, Easter morning, guys. And a customer rolls up to make his regular order: 2 sausage, egg, and cheese croissants. Sounds like a Babar sandwich. A sausage biscuit and hash browns. Okay. Howard Vernon, the 38-year-old man who's literally my age, working at a Burger King. God bless you, Howard, for getting out there and fucking working. Tough gig, right? The last thing you need when someone comes through the drive-thru and orders 2 Babar sandwiches and a sausage biscuit and hash browns is for them to not appreciate the discount you're offering them, right? So, yeah. The
Morning's a
Howard,
great time for a discount.
Howard rings out those Sammies to $8, and the man in the drive-thru says, "That can't be right." And Howard's like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, that can't be right. It should be like $11."
Sounds
And,
whinier than Babar.
Yeah, no, he didn't like that the man gave him a discount, and Howard was trying to explain to him that they have a promotion going on there at the BK,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's cheaper today, and the man did not like that, okay? And I don't know if the man was paranoid, okay, or if the man was deeply insulted because Howard was essentially telling him, I think you can't afford the $11 breakfast that you're ordering here, which, by the way, is a fat guy number for breakfast. If you're north of $9 for breakfast, you're a fat guy. Just putting that out there.
Well, at 2024, it's easier to do. But yes, when we were growing up, if you were getting double-digit breakfast meals at a drive-thru, you're a fat ass. Yeah.
You're a fat ass. And I can assume
And you were
this
having
man...
a great morning after that.
Yeah.
So this guy, this sounds like a mental condition. He can't handle the price being lower than what it's supposed to be.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
he
Howard
sounds
was
like
saying.
Toledo meth man, like Rain Man.
He's a routine guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a little bit of autiste.
Maybe. He's armed. That's
It
for
is
sure.
Autism Awareness Month. So
Anyway, Howard, said, and this is a quote, "I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, you want to pay more money?" And the guy sped off.
oh.
But a minute
Routine
later-
ruined, by the way. This is bad.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is this guy's day.
His
is
whole
so
routine's
fucking
off
thrown
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't know if you're gonna say he's autistic when you hear this next part.
Well,
Uh, The man speeds off, and about a minute later, speeds back through the drive-thru. And Howard was helping another customer,
So far, so good.
and that's when the man pulled out his handgun, called him the N-word, and threatened to kill him.
Ooh.
well, he was upset about his routine being thrown off. I don't think it necessarily disputes that he
That's an
might
angry autistic guy.
There
might
you
have a little
it,
bit of
guys.
an
was
OCD type
captured.
deal going on.
Look at him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'll pay 11, thank you.
Oh
my God.
Let me pay full price now.
Guys, this is why we need fucking gun control. I understand that
Did he
you
fire the weapon at him?
can responsibly own a gun, but believe it or not, there's guys like this out there that are rolling around with handguns,
He
pointing
looks
them
like Groot. What's up with his body type?
38-year-old Burger King workers who tried to offer him a fucking discount, dog.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
He looks like Danny DeVito's the Penguin. Why is his back so? Look at him. Am I
Punchy?
seeing some? Yeah, he's
Mark,
so-
well, you get pretty hunched when you're
Yeah.
so obsessed with things going to routine that you need to pay $3 extra for your breakfast.
guy needs to stand more.
It's also raising the gun brings that hunch up really high.
Yeah.
A lot of gun practice, and then also Wes, he's constantly on his phone scrolling the prices of Burger King on the Burger King app. So
Right.
it's this, he gets into this hunched mode, and he can't get out of it.
I think also he's putting his chin like down to see
Right.
because he can't get the gun high enough
Did you add a
to
gunshot?
see, to see down the barrel, so he's got to lower his chin to
Pat
see.
added a gunshot.
All right, he's an $11 breakfast guy, Wes. He's
He can't get his arm high enough, so he's got to lower his neck.
he's cranking $11 breakfast at Burger King, guys.
That food goes straight to his hunch.
Yeah, the physical deformity makes his handgun practice pretty tough. So he
I'll
still
tell you
does
what.
it.
Big fucking ups to Howard Vernon, man. He did not need to get a gun pointed at him that morning. He certainly did not need to be called a racial slur. And the man Howard Vernon has not been back to work yet, but he plans on returning. Good for fucking you, man.
There you go.
We need more guys like you, not like this fucking asshole. Vernon said at the end of the day, it was about some bread and sausage sandwiches at 9 o'clock in the morning on Easter. And you're that mad that you put a gun in someone's face? I don't know why people are so angry out here at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Great point.
Well, to guess Toledo, right? To bring it back to Pat's original point.
Tough spot. Yeah.
So what happened to the psycho that pulled the gun on the dude?
They're looking for him, Will. And if I know anything about the Toledo police force, they won't find him.
They got license plate and everything right there. And I mean, he's got a very distinct hunch.
It's a
Yeah.
great con.
Judging by the look at him, they should start checking out
Yeah.
layers. Evil
Yeah.
layers would be a good start.
It's a gray Honda, and it was a vanity plate QZAMOTO.
How far underground is he, Pat?
Guys, yeah, absolutely fucked up. But I mean, honestly, what do you think it was? Either he's absolutely insane, he's not autistic, or
He's crazy.
doesn't like a black man offering him a discount. I think.
all the
you can be
above.
crazy and racist. It's not like mutually exclusive. Like you
Yeah,
can
but
be a crazy.
this guy's
racist.
crazy racist.
Yeah, he's
Go pretty well together. Yo,
Yeah.
you might be racist. This guy's crazy racist.
it's like coffee and cigarettes.
Venn
Though.
diagram.
Yo,
Right in the middle.
oh, you think your boy's racist?
I think no matter what price the guy told him, he was going to have an issue.
It should be $11. I like how he knew. Guys, you've heard the headlines. The dollar is not as strong as it used to be, right? We've had a lot of fluctuation over the last couple of years. You never know what might happen. A pandemic, right? The government might print a ton of dough to get through that pandemic, devaluing our dollar, and you're sitting there holding the bag. Unless, of course, you got gold, baby. And I'll tell you what, even though the guy in our last story is certainly a gold hoarder, that doesn't mean that gold hoarding is crazy. In fact, it's crazy smart. Noble Gold Investments is here to help you protect your wealth, right? Keeping wealth in cash is a punishment, man. It's like you're going to get fluctuation. It goes up, sometimes goes down, sometimes gold. It always go up, okay? Few investments make better long-term hedges against inflation, depression, economic downturns than gold. Yeah. So why don't you get up with Noble Gold Investments, guys? They got gold-backed IRAs. So, yeah, if you want to keep it trad, but also have that gold backing, that's awesome. Or if you want straight-up gold, they'll ship that to you too. And the gold IRA it's sick, man. I'm gonna put some dough in the gold IRA. And the founders of Noble Gold have more than 20 combined years of experience buying gold and silver, and they've secured more than $1 billion for metals in precious metals for their clients. Anyway, if you want to get into it and invest in something you can hold, go to noblegoldinvestments.com/hardfactor. That's noblegoldinvestments.com/hardfactor. Noblegoldinvestments.com/hardfactor. Don't wait. Noblegoldinvestments.com/hardfactor.
Snuffleupagus, also a pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that an elephant or is he like
Yeah.
an anteater?
Woolly
type?
No,
mammoth.
he's an elephant.
Woolly mammoth. You're right.
He's whatever. Same thing. He was cool.
You would know because that was public television. You were out there watching Babar on cable.
I watched both.
Okay.
I watched Sesame Street and whatever the fuck.
Oh, you'd come
Babar
down
was
and
on.
slum it with us on Sesame Street?
Mark's
Absolutely.
always been a content connoisseur from the
Oh,
start.
there he is.
Yeah, see,
right.
look how fancy Babar is. His dad
Well,
has a crown. He's
It's
a
because
prince.
it's a British show and they're like the crown. He became the king of elephants, right?
I guess.
Yes,
I mean,
no, that is what it is.
that's the
They're like the
storyline of
monarchy
Babar.
type thing or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but Babar sucked some trunk in his day.
Well, he might have been a little fancy, but
He was a timid little elephant.
he was at first, but then he overcame and became the king of elephants.
Oh, he came.
I want you to guys to be
Wow.
good segue. I want you to be another
Fantastic.
torture king, another king, the king of torture.
Whoa.
This guy's the king, but he's the king of torture, self-nicknamed.
Okay.
Dude, hanging your Trump flag next to your Confederate flag is a tough look. Those two
Not for
really
the
got
torture
me
king.
sick.
That's his look.
And in his cat shirt too. He's really like trying to set a vibe. Like I know how to operate heavy machinery, and the South will rise again.
Yes.
Plus,
That's
Trump is God.
That
Like
crazy
he-
racist thing,
Heritage and hate.
The torture king, government name Michael McCartney, he loves torture, animal torture. McCartney's least favorite animals? Monkeys.
Okay.
Peaceful ones.
Right.
Relaxed ones.
He wants them dead and
He's
tortured.
an American man
Oh, he's from Virginia, Will.
who's
our home
obsessed
state.
with torturing monkeys. How does he even get his hands on monkeys in the
Well, I'm
first
going to
place?
explain it to you. He doesn't actually get his hands on monkeys. He just facilitates. He wants them dead and tortured. And that's why he allegedly organized and ran several telegrams for monkey torturing enthusiasts. Didn't know that group of people existed, but apparently they do and are a passionate folk
Wow.
on the subject.
I think you cut out there for a second, Mark. Did you say monkey torture enthusiasts?
Yeah.
Telegram, though, if that ties it
On
together.
Telegram.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
like,
I'm
yeah.
thinking
After
that's a honeypot
Facebook-
if I joined
After
that, right?
Facebook found out about the dog fucking groups that were on there
The
and they
Bobo
banned
group.
all those things went to Telegram.
Pat, yeah, Telegram is the secure one. You'd pretty much find out it's not a honeypot when you saw the videos that were instantly posted on these telegrams. They're pretty bad.
I mean, it's the next best thing to a human, right? The monkey
I guess so.
For what, Wes?
for
Torture?
for torture.
You taking
Okay.
like the AI child porn argument here with like
No, I'm saying if you're into torture but you can't torture humans,
Right.
what's the next best thing
That's
for
just
you?
too
Right.
risky.
You can't
Right.
you can't rip a cat's thumb off, right?
right. What if
You
we
can-
gave all
yeah.
these
You
pedos
know? You can't
AI porn of kids so they
Exactly.
don't have to go try to get real porn of kids? is what
Monkeys
you're
Well, I
probably
didn't say
scream a lot like
Slippery
us. Yeah.
slope, right?
Maybe, Pat, but that's not where I
That
was.
sounds like monkey torture, what you're describing.
I don't think Wes is supporting either of those. He's
No.
just
I'm
saying
just
something.
stating a fact, that-
Right.
a logical fact that the next best thing for a torture enthusiast next to a human would naturally be a monkey.
And Wes, who may or may not have been on one of these telegrams, may have been coming up with their favorite ways of creative ways of torturing monkeys. What would you
Yeah,
do?
Wes is really inside the
what
head.
would you do,
Give me,
Wes? How-
give me 5 minutes. I'll come up with 1,000 ways to torture a monkey.
Okay. How about 10 seconds? Give me one.
Pull off all its fingernails. It's basically everything you do to a human. Basically everything you do to a human, you do to a monkey.
Ah,
Everything
That's the beauty of it.
yeah,
right?
everything they've done to Joe Pesci
You
in
see?
all of his
The
movies.
beauty
that's
of
what they do.
Yeah.
I'd put my monkey in human clothes so I could get
Yes,
so I get
of
more
course.
bang for my
We're
buck.
talking
He
torture
says
here, though.
see?
You know, dress him up in a tuxedo and then torture him.
Wes is
Sure.
a torture king guy.
Ooh.
So yeah, what their favorite things to do was come up with creative ways to torture monkeys in the telegram. And then they would like thumbs up or laughy face or upvote, those methods, like
That'd be sick.
putting a monkey in a blender. That one got like the most
Oh,
clapping
God.
hands
What?
and all the positive emojis, probably a few tornado or spinning emojis. I don't think they have a blender emoji, but the closest thing to a
A
blender.
Taz emoji would
Yeah.
really be
What a
appropriate,
what
but
fantasy-
that's terrible. That's
What were
sad.
they living in where you have a blender big enough to fit a monkey in it?
some
Well,
tiny
some of the
monkeys out
ideas didn't work. They got some of them were like, this isn't practical.
Right.
What do you
Hey,
work at a
Mark,
industrial
real quick-
factory?
Yeah.
real quick live comment from Big Fudge. He wants to clarify. Wait, monkeys, is that what he calls black folks? Because it is
Yes. So Big
confusing,
Fudge,
right?
I didn't want to make that connotation, but I'm sure some people in the Telegram do.
Okay.
But these are actual monkeys, the animals, as you'll hear. Maybe that's part of it too. I don't know. Wes, as the racist expert, can
Well,
is
setting
because
it
the
off at the
human-like
beginning
end?
with the Confederate flag and
Yeah,
his it just
you can
You need to
infer
show
It
however
has something to do with it.
you can infer however you want to, but these people were paying to have monkeys tortured. So once they had the preferred method of torture, for example, setting a monkey on fire, they rounded up funding and set the torture in motion. There was a global ring, as I mentioned earlier, international ring of monkey torturing. So the Torture King, who's a former biker gang member who lives in Virginia, he got arrested. 2 women from UK have been arrested from the Telegram. And this thing was all over the world. The monkeys were mostly in Indonesia. So, Will, that's where they got the monkeys. What they'd do is they'd send money and how to kill these monkeys to people in Indonesia. And then the people in Indonesia would do it, make a video, and send it back, much to the glee
What?
of everyone in these telegrams.
So it was like totally online, basically. Like the torture was happening
Yes,
at their
By
torture
proxy.
camps in Indonesia that they were funding.
correct.
Yeah.
That's
exactly it.
It's a torture cam.
That's you really need an escrow for that. I'm gonna be honest with you, for that kind of transaction, because that's a lot of faith, a lot of trust. Just sending money internationally to Indonesia to find an exotic animal. And
Well,
then
they have
torture it
macaques
in a
everywhere, don't they? They could have just
specific
I mean,
pulled
he
one.
put-
They
he
pulled.
paid
They could
by
have
the
pulled one
state.
off a crib though, when it was
Yeah.
attacking a child. I mean, they
But-
just kind of grabbed a macaque. It was probably did it for like $100.
Right. This guy's cheap too. He paid
Yeah.
by the video. Like he
Right.
wasn't gonna get like
Also,
let out.
and
you know,
what's a
he-
better business plan, to not torture a monkey once, or to torture hundreds of monkeys and keep that dough coming, right?
No,
Right.
Or
These
just
are
have them like
torture 'em.
stacked up like celebrity obituaries.
Yeah,
No, I
they
feel
weren't
like
paying
Wes-
thousands for this.
I
Mhm.
feel like Wes, you're opening yourself up to a lot of international legal liability, right? With the monkey torture.
Oh
so
yeah, you're opening yourself up to a lot of things with monkey torture.
This might
Yeah.
be why the macaques
Yeah.
have been so angry, because this has been going on for years. This monkey torturing we didn't know about.
Where in Tappahannock, Virginia, does he live, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely Southern Virginia. I didn't look where. You have to look
Where
that up.
exactly in Tappahannock?
So the money's sent. They send the video back. Also they like to get videos of monkeys getting their genitals mutilated
Oh.
and stuff shoved up their butts. It wasn't always just instant death. Sometimes they were like, rip off an infant monkey's macaque, his macaque, rip his macaque off.
So they're just
Fuck
complete
this guy, dude.
lunatics. They're just fucking lunatics. These
They
people.
are. After a years-long investigation, mainly headed up by the UK, because a lot of these people in the UK, the Torture King from Virginia was charged, and he admitted to his role in the fucked up ring, saying, "I'm the king of this demented world. I was the man. You want to see monkeys get messed up? I could bring it to you."
Oof.
What a claim to fame,
Yeah, what a niche.
buddy.
I don't know how I got here, but here I am.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
Yeah. Was he like, pitching a 30 for 30 ESPN? What the fuck?
He
I'm
got
always on the lookout for a new business.
I'm the Torture
Okay.
King.
Okay, psycho.
Yeah,
Go
he's
to
all
jail.
pissed. He's very proud of it. He mentioned how the videos sent were the most fucked up things he's ever seen, but that was the whole point, wasn't it, Torture King? Overall, at least 20 plus people are expected to go to jail over this. The Torture King's facing 5 years and will make his plea in the coming weeks. 3 others have already been arrested in the U.S. and 3 in the UK. Along with 2 torturers in Indonesia. The other 20 plus were paying members who probably are pointing a shotgun at their front door or toward their head right now, waiting for the door to knock.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking themselves in the mirror and be like, "You're sick. Why are you even into this? You're sick."
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta know the heat's
Something
coming
wrong
down.
with you, Brian.
I knew I was going to get caught. Yeah, you can't be in that ring for too long. You're going to get caught. Anyways, that's that. You know what's not a whole lot better than an international torturing ring? Taxes.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
much better.
Not,
No.
not much better. And tax season's here, which means more paperwork and more headaches for your business of one. But you don't have to handle it alone this year. Let Collective take care of all of your tax and accounting needs, and see how you could save thousands with an S corp. Collective is the all-in-one financial solution for self-employed entrepreneurs that specializes in S corp selections. That's like, that's, for example, like HARDFACTOR, like we
That's
fall
what
into
you
that.
should
You might too. Let Collective handle your taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll, all for a fraction of the cost of a CPA. And if your business of one is making at least $60,000 in profit annually, then you could be missing out on thousands in tax savings every year. With Collective, the S Corp tax selection is saving its members an average of $10,000 per year. whoa. But don't wait to elect because the deadline, well, whatever, just do it. Right now, Collective is waiving the onboarding fee when you go to collective.com/HARDFACTOR and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's $199 value waived and a full year of S-Corp saving when you go to collective.com/HARDFACTOR and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's collective.com/HARDFACTOR. Tell them Hard Factor sent you. Save that $10,000.
Yeah.
Save it. Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. Will, where did you go in Africa for your elephant safari? What country?
Where did I see elephants when I was a kid? Kenya.
Kenya. Okay. Do you guys know how many elephants there are in the wild in one country, Botswana? Take a guess. How many elephants there are in Botswana?
The wild.
In the parks. In the wild.
1,500.
No.
25,000.
No.
How about is it higher than those, Wes?
It's shockingly high.
Wow. 55,000.
It's 130,000. There are 130,000 elephants in Botswana.
What are we complaining about elephants for?
Right, exactly. That's what when I read this
Botswana.
article, I was like, what's the
I'm
the
about to
problem?
hop on a plane and get some ivory.
Yeah.
Swimming in elephants over there in
Yeah.
Botswana. Wow. How many
Largest
elephants worldwide? That's
largest
crazy.
elephant population in the world, Botswana, at least African elephant. And,
Poachers not know about this?
no, they know about it. They believe me, they're all over the place in Botswana, which is one of the problems that poaching exists, right? So you have to have a license now. They banned it in 2014. Then they brought it back in 2019 because everyone was like, hey, you're killing our fucking economy. The local communities were like, hey, these people coming over that want to kill these elephants, they bring a lot of money to the economy. What are you doing to us? So they said, okay, fine, they can come over and kill the elephants. But poaching is
sounds
a big
like we have a shortage of poachers, not
Either this
elephants.
or we start torturing monkeys. What do you want?
Yeah.
Well, Botswana the whole world has 450,000 elephants. Botswana has a lot of them.
Botswana has a problem. Will they have an elephant
problem.
They do. They have an elephant problem. And so, of course, China is the biggest importer of ivory, but second largest importer of ivory in the world is Germany. And we all know that the Germans are a brutal, vicious people. So really not surprising that they covered ivory from such majestic beasts. But because of poaching concerns, Germany is threatening to get stricter on the importation of hunting trophies from Africa, mainly Botswana, which is a problem for the people of Botswana because their crops are being destroyed, their towns are being destroyed, people are getting stomped to death, and the president of Botswana, President Masisi, doesn't like that Germany is trying to impose these new rules because he's like, look, somebody's got to help me with these fucking elephants. You got to come over and kill some of these fucking things, and the only way to keep them in check is to kill them, right? So he's got a plan, and his plan is another threat. And that threat is that he wants to send 20,000 elephants over to Germany to see how they like it. See how they like getting their houses getting stomped by elephants. That's his plan.
Won't they love it? They'll just kill them and take the ivory for free.
Yeah, this seems like this was their plan all along. They're going to get these elephants shipped and they don't even have to do anything. And then
Yes, send us the elephants,
Yeah.
Botswana.
He said,
Oh, our house is trembling.
you tricked us.
Masisi
look
said,
at that delightful, ill-built houses. You can step right on them.
Dang you, Botswana.
Masisi said, it is very easy to sit in Berlin and have an opinion on our affairs in Botswana. We are paying the price for preserving these animals for the world. Germans should live together with these animals in a way you are trying to tell us to. This is not a joke. And that's what he said.
And then you hear,
Right. His whole thing was crushed by an elephant.
So this Masisi guy is trying to send elephants everywhere. He threatened to send 10,000 to London in March.
Dude, we'll take them.
He's trying to send 8,000 to
He's like a
Angola.
Republican with migrants, but the
Yeah. He's sick of these elephants.
People would want elephants. This is
I'd
stupid.
take them. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much has he offered the USA? How many elephants has he?
We'll
has
take
he
some.
offered us?
I'm sure he's offered plenty to the USA, but where
let's
are we
throw
going
them out there in fucking Montana, dude. There's
Let's
so much
get 'em.
space out
Yeah,
there.
Well, no, you got to put them in the South where it's warm. I mean, these elephants can't handle
True.
a cold winter. So
They got to be south.
So a spokesperson for
Texas has some land.
yeah, we could be. I mean, yeah,
No problem.
Just be hot, just like
West
Africa.
Texas
Texas?
elephants.
West Texas has got a fuck ton of land. Let's
Yeah.
get some elephants out here.
Oh, and it's the same climate as the Sahara. The West
Yeah.
Texas is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Look at
sure.
that.
So a spokesperson for the Environment Ministry in Berlin said Botswana had not raised any concerns with Germany on this matter. They said, it's the first time we are hearing about this giant elephant shipment. And no, we won't be taking 20,000 elephants from President Masisi. He's a lunatic. And then they're like, yeah, we're shaking in our boots. You know, he's going to send us 20,000
They're
elephants.
taunting him so that they hope they get the elephants.
Yeah.
yeah. So
They wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They don't have the stones.
They just keep daring Masisi to do
That's
it.
a good one, Masisi.
He like names the port and dates that are available. They wouldn't show up at this date at this port.
Yeah. So here's a picture of Masisi after someone asked him if he plans on borrowing Noah's Ark to ship the elephants to Germany. He's not amused.
This guy's up to his neck in elephant dung. He
Dude,
hates it.
He's got so many fucking elephants.
He's replaced his roof 7 times.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, 130,000 elephants is a lot of elephants. But maybe he's right. These elephants are a fucking problem. Just ask the family of an 80-year-old American tourist who was killed this past weekend while on safari, Will, in Kafue National Park, which is the largest game park in Africa, when a 5-ton bull charged at them when they were out on this luxurious safari. Here's a video. You don't see anyone die, but here's the video. So they're out there, you know, just cruising along, and this elephant's like, fuck you. Starts charging at him.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, I see him. He's coming in.
Yeah, he's huge.
So they're filming out the side of the safari
Speeds up.
truck.
He's pacing them through the trees. He's flanking them,
That's not good.
and then they get stuck.
Whoa, he's pissed. Oh shit! The van gets stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, elephant to the face. Oh, flips him.
Flips them.
Oh, they were in a fucking golf cart. That's a weak ass.
No, they were in one of the. I'll show you the picture.
We've seen enough of it.
Yeah. So they were in this thing, which got flipped over, like one of those big Mercedes vans.
Oh wow, it just looked like the elephant made it look like a golf cart because he's just that fucking diesel.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad.
Yeah,
RIP
sad.
that
So it was an
lady.
80-year-old grandma. The guides.
I'm sorry, but what a way to go. Like, for
True.
real, though. Like, if
True.
you're 80
Yeah.
and that's how you drop because a fucking elephant rams your van,
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
as
how
long
you
as,
were
it's,
meant to go.
as long as it's like relatively quick and you're not like in a fucking hospital for a while.
Yeah, she was. She had to be. She
So-
died like later of her injuries.
See,
Yeah, it
that's-
wasn't like the
that's-
elephant stomped their head in.
No, if it kills you instantly, maybe. But,
Yeah,
this
but-
is-
In the grand scheme of things, to Pat's point, all people will remember is the elephant. Which
Well,
is
Jim was on it. He said, "All I can say is the grandchildren can tell an interesting story of how their grandfather met her demise. Much more colorful than dying in a nursing home, right?"
Grandma got flipped over by an elephant.
yeah.
nailed it.
But one last thing, the tour guide CEO said our guides are extremely well trained and experienced, but sadly in this instance the terrain and vegetation was such that the guide's route became blocked and he could not move the vehicle out of harm's way quickly enough. So yeah, out in the African terrain where you can probably get stuck everywhere, unless that happens, you're going to be safe on safari.
Shocking that his hey didn't deter the elephant.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to watch out for those lone bulls. They say.
Maybe shoot it in the head.
Right. Yeah. So
I think they're
RIP.
usually not armed on the safari. The guides, they're just like,
They should
which
be.
is crazy to me.
Yeah. I'm not
Well, I mean-
going on an unarmed safari.
yeah. I mean, you're just like looking at the.
Yeah, but maybe
It's
a
not
gun could have stopped this.
You know, they say you go out on an unarmed safari, you might come back
back.
with no arms.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got to watch out.
That's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
The guy's got no arms when he's telling it.
Saying that. Hey, can you pick that up for me?
Yeah, because he's a safari. Yeah, I mean he's a veteran.
Yeah.
Of course he got no arms.
That's a great safari gag. Armless. If there's an armless guy in Africa, that's the gag.
They're really not that dangerous. R.I.P. to that lady. Okay, there's more bad news out there. Let's check out Twitter real quick. Here's what happened when I opened up my feed last night. Breaking: Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing evacuated factory areas after the major earthquake rocked its home island, endangering production at the world's largest maker of advanced chips. And then there's a new largest U.S. Fresh egg producer halts production at Texas plant after bird flu found in chickens. About 1.6 million hens had to be culled. And then
That's what halting production. I was about to say, what do you mean you halt production? You tell the ladies to stop it?
You end production.
Yeah, you end production. All right, guys, we're shutting down the eggs that these animals are making naturally.
Yep, no more eggs after you cull the hens,
Oh, the
unfortunately.
Torture King loved that.
And then also breaking reports that over 30 Chinese warplanes and 9 Navy vessels have been detected around Taiwan. Taiwanese Defense Ministry says right after the earthquake. And so just some ones that's going online, checking out what's happening. Also, heart squat to Lauren Boebert as she fights a blood condition leading to clots in the hospital. So hopefully she makes it through that. She's got a campaign she's got to get to. So
yeah, we don't want anyone to being harmed.
The only blood clotting we want from her is for her giving hand jobs to guys' wieners. Clot those dogs up.
Clot them up.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. And so, especially we wish the best for one of the
It's never clotted like this.
Most attractive members of Congress, right? Like you got to just say, hey,
sluttiest.
Godspeed. Hopefully you get through this clot stuff. Okay, some kind of rare condition. Now, onto the story about immigration. Okay, this actually happened back in February, but since then it's caught fire. With all the record migration numbers worldwide and, fears of squatters taking over homes and whatnot, this story from the UK is now back all over the headlines. And so what happened here is that a retired driving instructor named Ted Saunders and his wife, Josie, they're in their late 70s. Okay. They moved into this lovely home in Rushton near Wellingtonsboro, UK, back in the November 2023. Okay, you see, I'm showing you guys Ted and Josie right now.
Yeah, so like if you take the background out of it, obviously it looks like English style homes. If you take the background out and put them anywhere, you can tell that they're English, right?
Yeah, they're English. They look like typical English couple in their 70s moving into their nice little retirement home, very small home over there. Just moved in. Then all of a sudden, in February. Okay. 3 months after they move in, they get this letter in the mail. And it's from the Northamptonshire Town Council, okay, where they live. And it says, Empty Properties and Sites Initiative. We are writing as we have reason to believe that the above named premises is empty or unused. The government has identified empty privately owned properties as a potential cause of blight within communities, as well as a wasted resource at a time of housing need. And then they say, we, the council, are struggling to house single men asylum seekers. And it also says that the council could make a compulsory purchase order on the property, aka confiscate their brand new home that they are living in. So
they're talking about like what happens in Detroit, right? Like where like everyone fled Detroit, and then like the vacant lots make for a bad situation.
Right. So the city's trying
letter
to
you don't want to get.
lots.
You don't want to get that letter. Yeah.
But when you're living inside the home that you just bought, bad letter to get. But it's just incredible stuff. The town council apologizes, right? They call them, they apologize, but they got caught maintaining kind of a shady house repossessing practice that they're obviously hoping nobody's there to get that letter. And the Saunders go viral worldwide as poster victims of mass illegal migration. Just kind of funny at the end of the day. These people are just some poor old geezers, as they say over in the UK, and they get a letter that their brand new retirement home they just moved into can be confiscated to help young male single immigrants. It's just a total mistake.
It really ruined tea time.
Yeah, pretty funny in the end, honestly. But it's really got people's knickers in a bunch worldwide, I'll tell you. So
it's funny how this, like a small, I mean, obviously this is not a small story for them. It's a big story for them, but like a small random story like that can blow up to be like, now they're the poster children for immigrants. They're the poster child for migrant, like people that squatters' rights and stuff like that. And,
So it's a little, it's not, it's a little convenient. It's a little convenient of a story.
It's because it's election year.
They're old.
It's election year. Yeah. It's election year. People are campaigning on it immediately in London or wherever this is. In the UK, it was used by both sides.
Like this is the type of couple that gets invited to like a State of the Union to be like, look at this so-and-so. This is what happened to them. You're like,
exactly.
Like,
if the
Amos took their house.
If the Tories win, these guys go for sure. They beat all the people in the
take their house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, that's what's happening. The more you know, you need to stay up to date. Immigration, big topic right now. Okay, that's it for Hard Factor today. Thank you for listening as always. If you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.